Because of their racism, they voted for a guy who claimed that Haitian migrants were eating people's pets in Springfield, Ohio. So I don't know why I'm shocked that we're still on the kitty litter box bullshit. Charlie Kirk and Sage Steele sat down for an interview, and somehow they got to talking about kitty litter boxes in classrooms again. Sage Steele has a great story for you about her daughter actually seeing one of these outside of a classroom. Charlie Kirk agrees with her and says this is happening in schools all around this country.
Also, talked to my younger daughter when she was a sophomore, and she came home talking about the litter box sitting outside of the math class because there were, it was a girl who identified as a girl on Wednesday, a boy on Thursday, and a cat on Friday. So we're fine with that.
This is very real. Hundreds of schools have this, by the way. If you don't know about this, you guys are not informed. I'm just going to be honest.
It's real. It's not a joke.
They identify as cats, so they have to have litter boxes throughout all these schools.
They're furries.
In Arizona, they have them, too. They're furries.
Furries.
In Scottsdale Unified School District, they have this.
My God. No, they don't. They don't have these in Scottsdale Unified School District, and they don't have them at Sage Steele's daughter's school either. In an age where we all walk around with a camera phone in our pocket at all times, it takes great pictures, it takes great videos. Not one of them has a photo or a video of one of these kitty litter boxes in front of a classroom or inside of a classroom. MAGAs, they know you are so dumb that you just go along with this bullshit. And Donald Trump Jr. already gave pretty much the same story as Sage Steele. He went home and talked to his kids about it, and they said yes, they confirmed that this was happening.
I was up north yesterday doing some events, and a couple kids showed up to the rallies. I was in Maine, and then I was in Pennsylvania, and kids are coming up and they're telling me these stories about what's going on in their classrooms. So then I bring it back and I ask my own kids about it, and it is going on. The whole this kid came up to me and told me that in his classroom up in New England, they had litter boxes in the classrooms because a couple kids, I guess they identified as furries. I guess they think they're cats. And we're supposed to believe that this is totally normal and just, that they have litter boxes in classrooms, not because there's actual cats in the room, but because there's kids going around licking themselves as though they're cats. And, this is normal. So if a kid says something like, maybe that's a little bit odd, the kid that says that, he's the one that gets in trouble, not we're encouraging mental illness at this point.
And he never, ever produced one picture or video of that. Then Joe Rogan at one point said that he had a friend who worked at a school who told him there were litter boxes in the classroom, and then he had to come back and retract that entire story and say he had been duped because it's not happening. But this next video tells you exactly how ignorant these MAGAs are and how really we need to really start to think about getting these people mental health counseling, because this is the epitome of the MAGAs today.
My question is more of curiosity. You raised the point of furries and having litter boxes in schools. So my question is, how far does this mental illness really go? Have teenagers, because I work at a high school, a Christian high school, and I'm well aware of the psyche of a teenager. Have teenagers actually pulled down their pants, squatted over a litter box, and pooped?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, and teachers support it.
And then they use their hand to cover it up?
No, they have the tools if it was a cat.
Oh, and then I was like, do they lick their hands afterwards like a kitty cat?
I'm not sure.
How bad is it?
It's bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm surprised, too. I'm surprised.
No, you shouldn't be surprised. And again, you're shocked, and I'm going to be very honest.
And it's appalling.
It means that you have to consume non-mainstream media. Because this is very well known, right, Sage? For those of us, if you guys do not know this is happening, I encourage you to reevaluate where you get your news from. This is all across the country. Furries are a thing in almost every school district in America, with accommodating litter boxes. Hinsdale High School, Hinsdale North, Hinsdale South. We have Downers Grove North. We have all across the country this is happening. And if you don't know it, I'm not trying to criticize you, make you feel bad, but you are in an information cycle that is not rooted in reality. Thank you.
It's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. And this is why people say they don't watch news or pay attention, because it's depressing. Yes, it is. But then look what's happened. Look what we've allowed to happen.
And cable news might not talk about it. Well, you should get to know it.
This lady said she is a teacher. She teaches at a Christian school. She teaches at a high school. So she really needed to be specific with Charlie. And she asked him straight up, so you're saying kids are pulling their pants down and standing over or squatting over a kitty litter box and going to the bathroom? And Charlie said, yes, it's happening in hundreds of schools all across America. And then he names Hillsdale South or Hillsdale North or Hillsdale High. He couldn't remember. So I looked them all up. And there are multiple articles about how that has been debunked. The principal had to come out at those schools and say, this is not happening. Don't know how this rumor started, but this has never happened here. Scottsdale Unified also had to come out with an article that stated, this is not happening. People are lying to you about this. For him to say to them, if you don't know this is true, it's because you're not informed. It's because you need to stop consuming the media that you're consuming. You need to consume his deep state, dark web, conspiracy bullshit. That, let's get something straight here. Charlie Kirk knows he is lying. He knows this is not happening at any school across America, but he also knows it works with the idiots. He knows that this lady is going to leave there and say, do you know that there are schools around America where kids are going pee and poop inside of kitty litter boxes? Can you believe that? No, you should not believe it, because it's not true. And these people are lying to you on purpose because they know it gets you excited, and you're always going to vote for them as long as they have an idiotic boogie monster for you to be afraid of. You have to be a special type of stupid to stand in that room or sit in that room and listen to this guy say something that has never, not one time, been verified by a picture or a freaking video. I had a guy that I've known since 8th grade who tried to tell me that this was true as well. I tried to explain to him that it was wrong. He sent me a Photoshop picture. You know what I did? I cut him off. I decided I can't talk to this person anymore. They're not living in reality. I haven't spoke to this dude in 2 years because sometime around 2022, when this stuff first started coming up, he believed it. He fell for it. He tried to prove it to me. I knew it wasn't true. I knew it was wrong. He wasn't changing. I don't talk to the dude anymore. I cannot deal with people who don't live in reality. The scary part about this is that these people, their votes count as much as yours do. That is why it's so important for us to just really get ourselves back in this game and get pumped up to vote these people out. Charlie Kirk is not just some talking head. This dude has full access to the FBI, the DOJ, and the Trump administration. They all know him. They all hang out with him. They all are in the same spaces with him. This lie is at the highest level. Donald Trump, again, was voted in after saying that people are eating people's pets. When he knew it was a lie, they knew it was a lie, but the only people they were saying it for were the idiot people who would vote for them anyway. The party, I can't even say they're an unserious joke anymore. They're liars and manipulators, and they do it on purpose because they know who their audience is and they know who their voters are. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.